USC fires coach Steve Sarkisian. Clay Helton is named interim coach, and for the 5th time in 2 seasons, the Trojans have a new head coach. With Gary Klein, I'm Lindsay Theory for the Los Angeles Times. Gary, this really transpired in less than 36 hours. Let's go back to Sunday when coach Steve Sarkisian was put on an indefinite leave of absence.
USC and its coaching staff came back from 2 days off after an emotional loss to Washington, Sarkisian's old school. They were there for a team meeting. Their coaches were there, including Sarkisian. Less than 2 hours later, he's a no-show at practice. That kind of started setting things in motion for the athletic administration. Pat Hayden called Sarkisian when he was informed he wasn't there. He deemed him not healthy enough to continue coaching, and he put him on indefinite leave.
Monday morning, obviously the news cycle continues. USC athletic administrators huddled around the John McKay Center, Heritage Hall, clearly in discussion. It was about 1:30 in the afternoon. They announced that Steve Sarkisian had been terminated from his contract.
It was quite stunning. I think people saw this coming. I think most of us, or many of us, thought Steve Sarkisian would not be returning to USC, but to come one day after that, obviously Monday was a day when everyone was on campus and these kinds of decisions could be made, and they moved swiftly.
Players were on campus when Sarkisian was fired. Several of them were in classes. Many found out via Twitter. Others found out because position coaches texted their groups. All of them seemed somewhat surprised. However, I wouldn't say they were shocked because many of them have seen this before.
A great deal of them have been through so many coaching changes that it's almost like, here we go again. Not that they don't think it's a big deal, but they're almost immune to it. It's like, okay, what else would you expect during our careers? So the players did not sound overly shocked. They sound like they were ready to go to work. They know they got a game coming up against Notre Dame, and they seem determined to support Clay Helton.
So from Sunday afternoon to Monday afternoon, USC went from having a coach on a leave of absence to terminating his contract. Once again, Clay Helton is the interim coach, and USC will have to go to Notre Dame to play the Fighting Irish on Saturday. With Gary Klein, I'm Lindsay Theory. For the latest details, be sure to check out the Los Angeles Times sports page, and you can follow Gary at LA Times Klein on Twitter, and I'm at Lindsay Theory.